Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome you to another episode of Red Moments. I know you guys are probably a little bit tired of seeing Zed all the time in this series, so I decided to switch it up just a little bit with a LeBlanc play. In this episode, I'll be showcasing two really sweet plays as this champion in the same game, and hopefully it will teach you guys a thing or two about how this champion can be played and just how maneuverable she really can be. So this one did begin with a team fight happening, and people are quite split up as I try to peel for our Lucian from the Shyvana. I end up getting really low on HP thanks to Shyvana's W, but anyways, the big team fight is still happening. The Renekton trying to run away as he's extremely low on HP. I throw my E, snare the Shyvana to try and help Renekton, but he still dies. But I see the opportunity, pick off the Lestrange with a quick QW, and then I move back, assess the situation, use my ultimate dispersion, go in, do some damage, go back to that location, dodge the Xerath Q just as he fires out, W away, go back to that W after, realizing that I have the chance to put on more damage, chain the Shyvana, put a Q on her, the second part of the chain picks up the kill on the Shyvana, and we turn it around very nicely. What I really like about LeBlanc is that she's pretty much the assassin of mages, being able to make really flashy plays with a lot of quick reactions necessary. But overall, just a very flashy champion. Taking another look at this play in slow motion just as the Renekton dies, I see that Lestrange of course is a little too far ahead and the Lucian is seemingly to be caught, so I dive in there, pick up the kill on her, and get out with my W. But here's where the bigger plays happen. Just as I use my Mimic Dispersion over the wall, I put on some damage as the Xerath decides to throw his Q, and just as he does, I go back to my original location, jump away with my W, dodging Shyvana's E because of course I am very low on HP, but then as I see them retreating, I W back to that location, knowing I have the opportunity to make a play. I throw the chain, throw my Q, and just in time the Shyvana ends up dying and we end up chasing them back for the kills. And now of course the second play that I want to show you guys in this episode of Red Moments is going to be a play earlier in that game against the Xerath in the lane. Naturally I'm LeBlanc and I want to try to be as aggressive as I can in the lane, and as I go in with my E, of course usually want to start with it, I use two W's, my W and of course my Mimic W. It was honestly a little bit accidental because I think I pressed the ulti a little too fast and used it, but regardless it worked out pretty well. I saw I have all these marks in the ground and I was able to dodge a lot of his skill shots and doing a pretty interesting outplay. Taking another look in slow motion, as I use the E first and then throw the Q and have the second part of my E proc the Q mark. I actually planned on mimicking my Q rather than my W, but I think I used the keys a little too fast, so I ended up having two W's on the ground instead. But once I realized Xerath is firing a lot of his skill shots, I ended up using my W sigils on the mark pretty nicely, dodging a lot of his ulti charges, enough to survive the play, kill him, and walk out alive. So don't forget guys that LeBlanc is an outplay type champion because she is an assassin mage. Sometimes going for the pure damage with your Q and Mimic Q is not the best option, and just using two W's or two chains instead can provide better results and flashier plays. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Peace!